On YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Now tonight it's feeding time for these guys, so we're going to be giving them some frozen food tonight. It's the second frozen food I've given them, so they did take the first frozen food quite well. All of them had a filling, so it's really good. But tonight let's go and see what I've got in the freezer, what I've got left over. I need to go to the fish shop tomorrow after work, pick up some new bits, but let's go and see what I've got and we'll see what we can feed them. Okay, we're in the freezer now, we're in the fish room, so let's open up the freezer, see what else I've got left. So, I keep all my frozen stuff in this big Aldi bag. So there's probably some white bait left. So yeah, there's loads of white bait left, look, this is what I give them. So they have all this sort of food. Normally I have mussels, I've got some prawns left over, but I'm probably just going to give them some white bait tomorrow. I've got no more mussels left. Just throw a load of white bait into this little cup. Sorry if you can't really see it, I've been trying to set the camera up somewhere in here, but I've just got it leaning up against this, on top of this fluval flex at the moment. There's nowhere else to really put it. So that's that cup. It's my Nürburgring cup, full to the brim with white bait. So basically I've got to go and let this defrost. I'll probably put a bit of water in it as well to let it defrost a bit quicker. Let's put the others back in here. But now I know I need to go to the shop tomorrow and get myself some more white bait. I'll probably get about 3 more bags of this because they're going through it like crazy. Some mussels, and see what else I've basically got in the shop. That's basically what I feed them with the pellets as well. But let me show you the Oscars while I'm in here. So a lot of people said to me, oh, what have you done with the Oscars? Have you got rid of them? Well, I haven't. They're in the 1,000 litre tank out in the fish room here as well. So I've actually left them in. I know it's a bit crazy. I've left them in with the small cichlids, and they've been in there 5 days now, and they haven't showed any sign of aggression with these. You know, they're quite hardy sort of fish, these cichlids. I know they're sort of a mouthful for these big Oscars, but do you know what, they're getting on really well. I've kept an eye on them, so if anything changes I will take them out, but I haven't actually got a tank set up for these at the moment, so I'm leaving them in here. I probably will maybe put a couple of hiding places in for these, but to be fair to the Oscars, they haven't shown any sort of aggression at all towards these cichlids, which is good. So they've settled in really well. You can see the size of them, they're big old Oscars. They're showing the normal signs of mating as well, these Oscars. They probably will mate if I put like a pot in there or something, a terracotta pot or something, but I don't really want them to mate if I'm honest with you, because I'll have hundreds of Oscars, which I don't need at the moment. But anyway, let's stop going on about these. Let's get out there and feed all the AROWANAS. So what I normally do, I normally wind the fish up, so I sort of show them what they're going to get tonight. So my normal one, I go absolutely crazy like now, and you can see him. So he knows what's good, he knows what's coming. So I'm going to wind all the fish up, let them know what's good. Look, you can see, look, they're all getting nice and hungry and crazy for it. But what I'm going to do is put some water in this now, let it defrost for 10-15 minutes or so, because it's like 25 degrees outside tonight, so it defrosts really quick. And basically set the camera up behind me, or I might get my missus to grab it, and I'll show you how hard these fish take. Okay, so it's all defrosted. See, look, it's pretty grim. Pretty grim, look at it, look. So it proper stinks, but the fish are going to absolutely love it. So basically just going to launch it in. But here's my original. You see my original going absolutely mad for it, look. He's a massive chunky fish. So I'm going to move over here a bit, just slide this glass lid back. Ooh. That actually touched my finger, and there we go. Nearly all that fish gone. There's a couple of bits left on top. That was a whole cup of whitebait, that was. So all the little chewed up bits, they can sort of sink to the bottom. The clown loaches and plecos will sort of go through that later on. Well, they are now, as you can see. There's the blue base taking a bit at the top again. He's spitting it back out, but it's not too bad. It'll be fine. They will get used to it eventually. So these fish have been in this tank nearly a week now. It'll be a week in the next couple of days. So they're doing absolutely fine. I've changed my routine on this tank as well, water change wise. I'm doing 2 40% water changes a week now, instead of 60% once a week. Because obviously I've got, well, I've took the Oscars out, so I've got 2 more fish in this tank, really, if you know what I mean. I've added 4, took 2 out. So I'm doing a 20% more water change every week, if that adds up, makes sense. So yeah, just contributing to the fish really, because obviously the stock levels have gone up. But they seem to be getting on really well. I was really worried about putting them all in, especially with my one. But they're all getting on fine. There was a little bit of fin nipping at first, like you saw in the last video. But yeah, they're getting on alright. The chili red, I thought it was going to be so aggressive, but obviously they're still juveniles really at the moment, so we'll find out later on. But yeah, they're getting on fine. They're not going for my clown loaches or anything, which I was a little bit worried about as well. As long as you keep them nice and fed, it should be absolutely fine. But that's it, that's the feed done tonight. All nice and frozen food. Like I said, I'm going to go to the shop tomorrow, go and get some more mussels and some silverfish, whitebait, whatever you want to call it. You can see the Malaysian golden meat in there as well, look. So there's my original RTG. Just absolute beast he is, look. So he's still like properly eating all the food. You can see the size difference between my one and the other RTG, which is at the back there. You see him just coming through? It's sort of half the size of mine. Mine's a big chunky fish. But yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon with these fish. I'm so pleased with them. You know, it's been my dream really getting hold of these fish, especially the chili red. I've really wanted to get hold of one day. You know, it's sort of ticked that off the list now. I've got one. But anyway, that's the feed done tonight. Thanks for watching the video as always. Like and subscribe my channel, ding the notification bell, and keep it real, everyone.